Hi everyone, this is the exercise for us to learn how can we decode some English word into the number as the score. So for example, we have some words like attitude, knowledge and the word heart, and what are their corresponding score? Let's consider letter A refer to score 1, letter B refer to score 2, etc. So by that, how can we calculate the total score for the attitude, knowledge, or word heart? Which one has the highest score? So let's try this exercise. To achieve that, basically, we need 3 steps. The first step is to establish a score system such that we can have the linkage between a letter and the corresponding score. Then the second step is to decompose those words like the word heart into a set of the letter. For the word heart, how many letters do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 letters. Then based on this letter, we can go for step 3, which is to calculate the total score. So now let's try to demonstrate each step. So for step 1, we need to establish a score system. So let's move that next to the point. Yes, and we need more space to achieve the score system. So for a score system, let's consider that we have a letter and then the score. And what we want to try to do is build up the linkage between each letter and the corresponding score. Like A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, and then C is equal to 3, for example. So one of the way is just we type all of the informations following such that we can calculate each score for each letter. Another way is to make use of some coding behind. For the computer to understand a letter, basically it is called ASCII code. So what does this mean? A actually has the number in terms of the ASCII code, and in Excel we can use the formula which is code equal to that cell number, then it will provide us as 97. Then we just try this formula working together for B, then 98. So it means those ASCII code is increasing when the letter increase. And because of that, what we can try is like for the 99, what is the corresponding character of C? It will be equals to the formula like by chart. Then we can get C, right? So in this case, then it will be very convenient because what we need to do is we just extend those number for that one and also extend those number field series, and then we just need more 26. It will finish. Then due to that, all of the letter we did not need to type manually. We just copy and paste and then use the character formulas for that one. So this is the first step. Okay. In step 2, we need to decompose the words into the letters. So by that, the input is the index of that word. And then we want to retrieve the corresponding character of such word, finally the subscore. What does this mean? For example, for the word of word heart, then it composed of X letter, right? So we can check the index for this one. Now let's assume we only have 20 characters of each word. Then for the first index of that word, which is named string in computer science language, it will be equals to W. How can we do that? In Excel, we have the formula called MID, and then getting out of the text what we want, and starting the index number, and how many characters we want to retrieve. Let's consider 1. And for this one, since I will use the formula moving forward, then now let's put the $sign there and finish by the bracket. By that, then we can get all of the character WORK and then space with HARD. Then what would be the corresponding subscore? Since we have established the score system here, what we need to do is just do the matching between this character and the corresponding score. So what is the corresponding formula? It will be equals to the VLOOKUP. It will be equals to VLOOKUP, and this is the lookup value we want to look for, and this is the corresponding matrix, or using the computer language, it will be the array. The column index is number 1, 2, 3. Okay, then let's try the false. Then it will give us 23 because W here is equal to 23. Okay. Afterwards, we can get all of the index. You may wonder there are some the value of the low value because it does not appear into the score system. Now let's make the format look better first. Okay, then we have complete step 2. Now is to calculate the total score for that one. So for the word heart, as the example, the total score, how can we know? It will be the sum equal of those identified score adding together. By that one, we can try sum or sum if. Since there is some value with that low, we cannot directly use sum. Therefore, we will use sum if. Sum if that corresponding columns, and then if it is larger than 0, we get out the value. It complete. What does this mean is, now every time when I type in a word as coded as the string into the computer, it will go through the score system here, identify those of the score, and based on that character retrieved, the score coming from here will be from the score system we have established. So now let's try. We have 3 major wordings. Now, which one is the highest score? Let's move here now. Word heart can help us to get the score of 98. Knowledge is good to have, but it is 96 only. How can we get 100 points? Attitude is the most important. So I hope this exercise can help you to understand both computer theory as well as some wisdom from decoding the English word. Thank you.